So it is World Breastfeeding Week, and I just wanted to deeply honor all of the mamas out there who have gone on a breastfeeding journey. Whether you were able to breastfeed your child or children for years, or whether you didn't even make it through the first week, just really honoring that journey that all mamas go through and how absolutely miraculous it is that our female bodies can produce these fountains of milk to nourish a tiny little human into their form. My friend who is exclusively breastfeeding her little girl right now, um, she's about 6 months old and her teeth are coming in. Her little teeth are forming, and that is purely from the nourishment of the milk. There's so much mineral and nourishment in the mother's milk that it is forming teeth in the little babe. It is so miraculous and such this absolute gift and natural medicine that we carry. And yet, for so many mamas, it can be very challenging, a really challenging and painful struggle to breastfeed, to have, the milk come through, to be able to breastfeed in a way that's not painful. And there's so many reasons for this, including just our society as a whole not really fully supporting a mother to be able to have that time and that space. There's so many mamas who have to go back to work in just a few weeks after they give birth, going to a full-time job that doesn't really support being able to breastfeed. The statistics, it's something like only 14% of women in Western countries breastfeed exclusively for the first 6 months, which is very, very low. In addition to our lifestyle and societal kind of architecture not supporting that, what I also see as a huge piece is the actual channels and tissue of the breast being congested and stagnant and not actually in its open flow for the milk to be able to come through in a smooth and easeful way as it could, or as it is ultimately meant to. And this is actually one of the foundational prayers behind Bless Our Breasts and behind this breast medicine that I share, is that it may support more women to be able to breastfeed their babies and be able to breastfeed with more ease and for longer periods of time, as breast milk and a baby getting to receive breast milk from their mama is just the absolute best nourishment that a baby could receive. And on many levels of physical and also, emotional, and the bonding between the mom and baby, that sense of safety and being provided for and having what you need. So, a lot of this, the breast tending that I teach about and share about, is incredible supports to prepare for healthy and more easeful breastfeeding. Because essentially it's starting to tend to the terrain of your breasts and the channels of your breasts, before the breast milk comes in, before the breasts become the center of your reality with breastfeeding, to help the channels to open, to help layers of congestion and blockage and stagnancy, to help some of that clear so that you are not, having to encounter and process and clear that while you're also postpartum, while you have a new baby, while you are breastfeeding for the first time. So that whole process can be less painful, hopefully, and less shocking also. To go from not much connection to the breast to then them being just so fully on. Breastfeeding, the amount of hours is a full-time job. It's the same amount of hours as a full-time job. So, as I've heard many mamas describe it, the breasts become the center of your world. It's many, many hours every day that your babe is right there feeding from your body, from your breasts. So, also just opening this relationship and connection with your breasts before it opens to such a large and full on degree can also be so helpful. So helpful to ease that shock and that transition. And yeah, for the mama to be a bit more prepared and it be just all around more supportive. So, all of that, just sharing that prayer for the mamas to have the supports in their breasts to prepare for breastfeeding and to be able to have a really beautiful and nourishing breastfeeding journey. And may all mamas receive that support. And yeah, if you are a woman who wants to support mamas in that way and support women to prepare for birthing and breastfeeding in this way, I do offer these breast massage trainings and retreats where you can learn how to give hands-on breast care to other women and to mamas. And yeah, just support our breasts to be healthy and flowing abundantly with milk and with the love of our hearts.